I'm a church member, but I'm also a project coordinator for the rebuild.
Project coordinator, and what does that consist of within the last months, really?
Pulling permits, coordinating the contractors, and seeing to it that everything gets done appropriately and legally.
And legally, that's right. And so y'all had a meeting last night with the architect. This is the first official meeting going over design stages, over what's to come.
We've had a couple before, but last night was the big one. Our architect is Dwight Patterson out of Tyler and Mike Butler, and they gave us the rough draft of our blueprint and the basic design, and these guys are good. They're really good. It's going to be awesome. And in fact, the basic concept is for the exterior of the church to remain with a historic image to suit downtown. The interior should be something very new, open, modern, and we're very, very pleased with the first draft. We'll make some changes, of course, but yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Looking pretty good.
We're all very happy with it.
So new, open, and modern. What do you mean by open?
There'll be a large open area, hopefully in the middle of the church. But like I said, the exterior will look a lot like it used to look. Very, very similar, very historic looking. And it'll suit downtown, like I said.
Okay, and kind of modern elements to it. Of course, your church is extremely historical and everything, the sanctuary that burned down and everything. Are there pieces that you're trying to keep alive but also update some stuff? Yeah, how is the modern versus the historical design portions going with that?
Well, this old church is several different buildings all added on, so it was kind of a pieced together property, and it had its issues. So while we're all very, very sad that this historic sanctuary built in 1839, it's gone, and we can't rebuild that, and so we'll make it look like it did, but the inside will be a lot more usable and flexible. In fact, we've recovered some of the old stained glass, and a couple of the stained glass windows are being restored right now to be reused, but we picked up a lot of the old pieces, and we have a guy making us a very large cross out of the old pieces. The chapel in the back, we've repurposed the pews, and we're going to use those as for a little prayer chapel inside. So there'll be some of the old mixed in with the new. So
old mixed in with the new, okay. And as a general timeline going forward, I mean, you said so one of these little sections here is going to be completely knocked down within the next month. What else here? What else is on the near future agenda?
Well, the design phase is the bigger part. Then we'll hire a general contractor, and our goal is to have it open and ready for the public by Easter of 27. So about 18 months from now. Well, the building side is clearly the most time consuming, but then the part that we're saving will have to be remodeled, reconfigured, redesigned. So that takes a lot of time too. So all the mold has been remediated. The old building had some asbestos, so that was all been removed properly and disposed of legally. And the water and stuff that you saw, that has to do with the utilities. They have to be cut off and capped before they come into the property, so the demo doesn't have any risk of damage or electrocution. Yeah. I will say that First Baptist Church has just been outstanding. They have opened their doors. We're using their sanctuary. Our offices have moved. The day school has moved over there. And the community outreach has been nothing short of phenomenal. So we're very, very pleased and happy to be in Marshall, and hope to get this church back open as soon as we can.